Hi there, my name's Sam Camplar from tehkseven and you are watching Phonage. Today is a very special episode of Phonage. We will be unboxing the iPad 2, very infamous and extremely anticipated device. Here we are. Today we purchased the case, the blue one, and the iPad 2 device itself. The iPad device that we have here is the 32GB 3G version. Now it's to actually open it, that's the problem. And there we are. We have the white iPad 2 here. We'll move that out of the way just for now. And what comes in the box? We have the power adapter and plugging in via USB, and the usual designed by Apple in California with the usual documentation. We'll have a look at that later. And of course, the very usual Apple charger. Moving on to the thing that you all want to see, of course, is the Apple device itself. Now this iPad 2 comes with the new A5 chip, which is of course the dual core chip, and it has the 9 times faster graphics processor. It has a 720p high definition camera on the back, and has a VGA quality camera on the front. On the bottom here we have the usual 30-pin Apple connector. On the side we have the volume rocker and the, I think it's the side thing locker, I'm not entirely sure of the name of that at the moment. The camera here on the back, the on-off switch, and your 3.5mm audio jack. Oh, for now, unfortunately, we can't turn the iPad 2 on, so I'm going to move on to unboxing the blue case that we have for it. And then putting this up. Everyone's giving me funny looks, it's great. Okay, I'm going to try and connect it up to the iPad. As far as I'm aware, this has magnetised hinges on it. There we go. Ah, there. Now with this case, as far as I'm aware, you can bend it up and use it as a stand. I'm not sure how you go about that at the moment. Like that. And then of course you can use that to type with the classic, very easy to use iPad keyboard. We finally managed to connect the iPad 2 up to the MacBook Air, which my boss owns, and we have it boosted up here. We only have one page on it right now, but I'm just going to demo a few of the features. Of course, I said that it had a 720p back camera. Here we are, the back camera, which no, we don't want to use our current location. The back 720p camera is there. You double tap for widescreen, double tap to go back to standard definition, and of course you can use the back camera as a normal camera. Another cool feature about the accelerometer over here is it's not only an accelerometer, it's also a button for the silencer. If we go into settings, we can change the use side switch feature. So we can change it to use lock rotation, or it can use mute. If we change it to lock rotation, and we lock it to this portrait, it won't change when we move around. And of course, if we change it to mute, then it will silence the device when it's turned on. Something really cool to note about the case which you can buy for this iPad is the lock and unlock feature. If you set in the settings that you want it to lock when you close the case, it will do. For example, when we open it, as you can see, it unlocks the device. But we can also turn that off. So if we turn it off here, the device will do nothing when you cover it up with the case. Now some more features to note about the iPad 2 is of course the design changes. The device is now 33% thinner, measuring 0.35 inches. The device also now weighs a hell of a lot less, weighing in at 1.3 pounds rather than the old 1.66. And the battery life can also go as long as 10 hours. Now, I've never actually had an experience with typing on Safari, or just the typing experience on the iPad in general, so we're going to have a look at that right now, and especially with the case which comes with the iPad, which actually doesn't come with it, you can buy it as an optional extra. Now, YouTube application, especially with the improved graphics performance, is something that's especially good to look at. Now the app that runs on this is seemingly really good. You've got your video here, and if you want to enlarge that, you just pinch it out and pinch it back. You've got your related video section on your right, and more from, and of course your comment section, which is very easy to read, of course, with the brilliantly sharp screen, and you've got the description down at the bottom. As a conclusion for this device, I personally am very happy with it. It's extremely well designed. I think the OS works very quickly, and generally the entire device seems very fantastic. However, when it comes to the graphics performance, there is one thing that I'm disappointed about with this device, and that's the fact that it doesn't have the high-resolution screen which are on the iPhone and the iPod touches now. With the higher performance graphics, I feel that they could have integrated that. Despite the fact that it doesn't have the high-resolution screen though, I do still feel that the screen itself is very pretty. It does look very sharp. It's easy to look at. The 32GB version, the 3G model that we have here, is $579 if you're interested. The lowest model goes as low as $399 for the 16GB Wi-Fi model, and the most expensive unit can go up as high as £659. That's all I'm going to say about the iPad 2 for today. We might follow up with a review in the future, but I want to thank you all very much for watching today's episode. If you would like to go to our sponsor, www.audibletrial.com/phoneage, you sign up for a 14-day free trial, and you can also pick a free audiobook. And if you have enjoyed today's episode, please do not forget to like it and favourite. That helps support us in what we love doing, and generally the entire Phoneage channel itself. Thank you very much for watching again, and I look forward to seeing you all on Monday.